Hello everyone and welcome back to another top 5. So for today's video we are going to be talking about 5 lost cities. Humans seem to have a need to imagine the past as grander than the present, and that the ancients had some knowledge we have lost. This had been compounded by archaeological discoveries of important cities no one had ever known existed. It seems absurd to us who have the internet to remind us of every fact that anything so large as a city could be lost, but cities have always fallen into disuse for a variety of reasons, and without a resident population have been lost to history for centuries until rediscovered. This list focuses on cities which have been abandoned, forgotten, except perhaps by a few people living nearby, and rediscovered later. So for number 5 we have Pavlopetri, Greece. Whenever lost cities are discussed, Atlantis springs to mind. While there is no strong evidence that Atlantis existed outside of an allegorical tale by Plato, many cities have suffered the supposed fate of Atlantis, being swallowed by the sea. Pavlopetri was a town of pre-classical Greece that was settled in the Stone Age and persisted until 1000 BC. That the site was submerged has given archaeologists a unique insight into life at the time. Other sites have been built over or plundered for building material, or plowed over by farmers, but Pavlopetri is uncontaminated. The town was likely submerged by rising sea levels and subsidence of the ground caused by earthquakes. Since sea levels have fluctuated widely over the course of human existence, it is entirely likely that the other such sites exist in the world's oceans awaiting discovery. Number 4. Tikal, Guatemala. The Mayan city of Tikal was once the capital city of a Mayan kingdom and a major city of the New World. The site was occupied from 200 to 900 AD. Thanks to the almost perfect preservation of the city, much is known about the grandeur of Tikal, as its height, as well as the powerful kings who ruled there. While the site is sometimes like other New World ruins listed as mysteriously abandoned, research is showing that the land could not support the large number of people congregating in the city. Abandonment occurred over a number of years and the city was left for the jungles to grow over. It seems, however, that some locals knew of its existence during those years, for rumors of a lost city in the area persisted. The first organized expedition found the city in 1848. What they found was one of the largest surviving New World archaeological sites. There are pyramids up to 70 meters high, royal palaces, monumental steel, and playing arena for Mayan ball game. Number 3. Timgad, Algeria. Timgad, or Colonia Marciana Alpia Traiana Thamugadi to Latinists, is the archetypal lost city from adventure stories. Once a vibrant city founded in the desert on the orders of the Emperor Trajan, it survived the upheavals of the empire and grew to a large trading city. After being sacked in the 5th century, it was reborn as the center of Christian life. A second major sacking in the 7th century by Vandals led to the complete abandonment of the city. That is when the sands of the Sahara covered the site and preserved the city until its rediscovery in 1881. Now the ruins of the city give a brilliant insight into Roman cities of the African provinces. The streets follow a perfect grid as you would expect from a city built to order. Today at the site you can see the Arc of Trajan, the baths, and the Temple of Jupiter as that of the Pantheon in Rome, showing the importance of the city. A graffito in the forum reads, "To hunt, bathe, play games, and laugh. This is life." Number 2. Machu Picchu. No list of lost cities is complete without Machu Picchu. This old Inca city sits on a peak in the Andes. It was only inhabited for a short period of time, likely 1450 to 1572 AD, before being abandoned as a result of the Spanish conquest of South America. Since Spaniards never found the city and locals did not reveal its location, Machu Picchu only came to the attention of the West in the early 20th century. Debate still exists as to whether Machu Picchu was a regular settlement, a royal retreat, or a religious sanctuary. To reach the site itself is now incredibly easy with regular buses and trains. This has led to worries about the sustainability of large numbers of visitors there. However, given the wonderful views and the ruins themselves, it is easy to see why people flock to Machu Picchu. And number 1, Pompeii and Herculaneum, Italy. There were some so afraid of death that they prayed to die. So write Pliny the Younger of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. His uncle, the great elder Pliny, had taken the Roman fleet across the Bay of Naples to rescue those people trapped at the foot of the volcano. The expedition would cost the elder Pliny his life, as the towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum were smothered in ash. The ash, which destroyed so many lives, perfectly preserved the two towns for 1700 years. While we often think of the ancient Romans as inhabiting a flawless world of white marble, Pompeii reveals a real town with many features we would recognize today. Political slogans are daubed on walls: "Vote for Lucius Poppaeus Sabinus." There is also some frugal graffiti on toilet walls. A mural shows a riot that occurred around the city's amphitheater. The city has been a gold mine for archaeologists and is a major tourist site. Unlike the other cities here, you can still see some of the inhabitants. Dotted throughout the ruins are the ghostly and in many cases ghastly plaster casts of the dead, whose bodies left hollow in the ashes. But that's all for today's video, guys. There was tons more, but if you guys want to know some other neat cities that were lost, just do a search on Google. But if you do enjoy, please do rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, Saturday, 10 a.m.
Get it until the sunrise. Going 90 in a 65. Windows roll down, screaming now.